selling that hole that Cat Williams mentioned. Recently, Ice Cube, the rapper and actor, was in a movie called War of Worlds. Maybe you're familiar with it, maybe you're not. I'm gonna give you a little background on it just in case you aren't, so it's alright. So this movie, War of Worlds, released, and it has gotten terrible reviews. Like, I'm talking zeros. But despite that, it has been memed very heavily.
It's you! It's you!
I was on Instagram today, scrolling, and I saw a post that said, War of Worlds is the worst movie ever made. And I was like, okay, well, that's a little fucking ridiculous. Like, yes, it's a bad movie, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's good, but the worst movie ever made? Come on now. Yes, the acting is not good, and the shots are not really creative, and the script is definitely not there either, but like, there are things the movie does right. There's professional cameras in it. The actors aren't like looking at a script, or you can't tell they're looking at a script or something. So, I mean, that's okay, you know? And it's at least kind of entertaining, despite it being bad. So, I mean, I can't really co-sign it being the worst movie ever. That's fucking crazy. And if you see any parts of this movie, you can tell it's shot by people that understand what they're doing. But I got a question for you. Do you find it odd that this movie does certain things right and has actors who have been in great movies in their past, yet somehow turned out to be this fucking bad? Do you think that's like maybe a little odd? Or is that just me? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's easy to make a good movie, but it's pretty fucking hard to make a movie that's this bad. When you've got equipment that is on the quality of theirs, and you've got actors that are like the people they have in this movie, somebody on the cast or crew would be like, hey, you know, that's kind of stupid. You know, this happened in the movie right now, that just doesn't make sense, or, you know, this script is kind of bad, or something. You would think somebody would say something, unless there's a conspiracy. This movie was never meant to be good. It was supposed to be terrible. But why? Arte, why would they purposely make a movie that's shit? That doesn't make sense. Why would they want to lose money? Well, first off, let's not pretend they've lost money, because this movie's fucking blown up on the internet, which means there's eyes on it. So they're likely making money back from this movie in some way. But let's just pretend for a second it did lose money. Why would a studio make something that they would think is going to flop? Well, just look at who's top billing in the movie. It's Ice Cube. And maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but Hollywood has a way of doing like humiliation rituals, and you know, you gotta do it if you want something from them. Now the question is, what does Ice Cube want from Hollywood? Okay, I have to keep doing that because I like Vsauce. Anyways, Arte, what do you think he wants? Well, let's think about it for a second. There's a little movie Ice Cube has been talking about wanting to get made, and he's also been saying he wanted to get the rights or, you know, whatever to some movie that is kind of a low-key release. Maybe you heard of it. It's called Friday. And for the last couple of years, Ice Cube has been talking about wanting to put out a new Friday movie. Possibly the last Friday movie. More than likely the last Friday movie, because, I mean, shit, how many more goddamn Fridays can you have? You know? He's been saying he wanted to get this movie made. It's just certain things holding him back from doing that. And, well, I think he's found a way to get the movie made. And possibly even get the rights to the original Fridays. How, you may ask? Is this connected to the thing you just said before? Well, yes. Yes, he's doing a humiliation ritual to get Friday made and possibly even get the rights to the other movies back. What else would explain this guy who's already a millionaire, has his own basketball team, and League at that, and is a legendary rapper, what would get him to be in a movie this bad? You might say, oh, it's the check. Nah, Ice Cube ain't that kind of person. Let's just keep it real. Ice Cube is not the kind of person to just take any kind of role for a check. He's not. I mean, otherwise he could have been in so many other things and had been in the dress a way long time ago, I'm sure. Cause come on now. But no, I don't think he's that kind of guy. But I feel like they brought the proposition to him like, okay, Cube, you want to get Friday back? Okay. But you gonna have to make a fool out of yourself. You don't gotta wear a dress. Nothing like that. No. Nothing like that. We know you ain't gonna do that. Don't worry. But we want you to star in a terrible movie. And not just a terrible movie. A movie that's so terrible, it is going to be the laughing stock of the internet for weeks. We want you to be the star of that movie. What do you say, Mr. Cube? Well, I mean, they probably didn't do it just like that. That's probably just be too on the nose. But essentially, that's what I envision would be what they would have did to Ice Cube. And Ice Cube was like,
Yes. Yes.
just so it can get this new Friday made, which will likely be something else he can use to continue to build upon the empire he has. Which, by the way, if you don't know this, Ice Cube is a very smart dude. At least from what I'm seeing, I think he's a smart dude, you know what I'm saying? And I think he is just trying to do the best he can to keep his legacy straight while also building an empire for himself and his family, you know what I'm saying? And getting a new Friday made that he has the rights to, and maybe even possibly getting the rights to the old Fridays, that would be fucking great for his family and him. So, of course, just being in a bad movie is not really that bad of a trade, you feel me? I mean, and also too, I mean, what's the problem being in a bad movie, you know? Hollywood may look at it like, well, now you'll never get another serious acting role, Mr. Cube. They might be thinking. Or they might not even give a shit. They just kind of want to embarrass him before they let him have his thing. I don't know why Hollywood does this. You know, you'd have to talk to somebody in Hollywood. But honestly, I'm just glad it was nothing like him wearing a dress or him selling that hole that Cat Williams mentioned. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he didn't do that, you know? I hope he didn't do that, because we don't really know what's happening behind the scene. But I don't think he did that, because I feel like Ice Cube is definitely a solid dude. You know, that's the OG from what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Mr. Cube, could you please elaborate?
It's you. It's you.
But yeah, hey, what do y'all think though? You think I'm completely off basis, or do you think War of Worlds was just made to embarrass Ice Cube and, you know, he did that so he could get his masterpiece of a movie back in his possession and all that stuff, and also to get a new one made? Do you think I was right? You think I'm wrong? Let me know in the comments, because I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Am I crazy? I don't know. It's you! It's you! Anyways, though, everybody, that's all I got to say. Namaste and peace.